matchup between the Syndicate and the Ruthless Racket and the Quad Dynasty and the Quads. An interesting new, by the way, new team and franchise here. Dog, do you happen to know anything about them?
Yeah, no, we were talking about this before stream, but just out of the blue, Quad's coming in here looking ready for a set, if you know what I mean. Ready to take a game against Ruthless Racket, who, if we do get to the stats here, it looks like there is a little bit of a little upside here to the stats, and definitely interesting what we might see here. The Quads still being like, a new organization and everything. Looks like not doing too bad, 5-7, a good record right now, even though they are against 7-5. You can definitely tell they're a little bit more aggressive here, getting that 31 and 32 goals for and goals against. What are you seeing from this matchup here?
I'm agreeing with you. It looks pretty darn even, and it kind of seems like that the quads definitely have an aggressive offense, if you will. Shooting under 30% are two of the players on the team, and they do play a majority of the game. So if they get that percentage up, things could change really quickly, and obviously they do because higher percentage means more goals scored. But I'm looking at the syndicate, and I'm seeing that they sort of have a little bit of a mix in the third man role, but Heisen, 15 assists, so you know they're a playmaker.
Definitely. Yeah. Looking down at quads too, you got a 46% shooting percentage and 40% from Puking and Tree Dreams. Definitely looking to see some shots coming out here.
Uh,
Also, just looking at the board, seeing a lot of evenness coming across quad. Well, it's kind of like you said earlier, all over the place with Ruthless Racket. So interested to see who's going to be the MVP here and who's going to be the team player in this game.
I agree 100%. I would like to point out that I am being schooled here by chat. Wheelchair RL, thank you for letting me know that TQD was an original franchise, and I am not. There's no negativity here. I just have never heard of them before, and that is on me as a unprofessional caster. Slap in the face, and that won't happen again. I have learned a lesson. That being said, I agree with you on what you said before. It's going to be very interesting. It seems very even. It's match day 4, and the look on the screen seems to be that like you really can't pick who's going to win. At least from my position, not with a sense of like uh, I know what's going on. It looks like this is going to be an absolute awesome and fun game. And then of course we do have, and just to let everybody know, another game on after this in a different category, the elite category. So make sure you stick around for that.
Yep. Just send them that invite, and looks like we are going to be starting this up here, getting them joined in, and we're going to see who's going to take it here. The newly formed Quad Dynasty or the Syndicate taking it with Ruthless Racket. Let's see who we got going up here. Kickoff does go to the blue side. Heisen's going to take this. Nice touch off to the sidewall. This is going to be a shot and a
Ooh.
demo. Nice play, but seems like a lot of back and forth, just trying to figure everyone out in this first matchup here. Redfire gets one past Puking. Puking now. Potential backboard read. And shot is
Ooh.
open. A good potential.
Sam, that's the second time T-San said that save like that.
And definitely being a defensive player here. Definitely seems like blue team are more on the defensive end here, but now finally breaking out into the orange half. There might be a chance. Getting a little caught up in the corner, and a flip reset from Dunbar, trying to get it out. Very interesting play, and it looks like this back and forth aggression is going to continue here. I don't know, what are you seeing so far? What are you seeing, KG?
I agree with you. Right now, it's a little bit more on the quad side here. They've definitely kept up on that side, but a nice demo by Heisen. Can they get a touch? They cannot get what they were looking for. Tree Dreams, of course, spawns right in front, and nothing happens there. So Heisen's going to clear it to the other side. Little dangerous. It got a little scary. Redfire's moving it upfield. JJ Dunbar hitting it opposite side, going up for it. T-Sant decides not to. That ball's going to be harmless as Heisen gets it against the corner. This ball's going to center. Tree Dreams going away from it as T-Sant gives it to Tree Dreams, who decides to hit it to the opposite side. But Redfire is there, moving up, getting it around Puking. Can't
Fire.
gets the double
Ooh.
touch. Can't get that as JJ Dunbar with a great save on the front post, and that's their first real test so far for the Quads defense as they get it right back down on
Oh.
a counter attack, but JJ Dunbar not there quick enough as Heisen stops it, and yeah, the ball is staying really in Ruthless Racket's half, and they just can't seem to get it out for a long enough time.
Yeah, definitely their best opportunity there, and now they're trying to make their way back to formulate that. And now a defense from T-Sant again, holding the back line down here. Redfire may continue, could control and tries to get it around one, but can't. T-Sant now trying to do something with it, but fortunately this has just become a stalemate here in this first game, trying to figure out which team can really get it past. Redfire gets it out into the midfield. You got T-Sant. T-Sant makes a pass over to Heisen, but Heisen can't get there. It's blocked by Dunbar. Now this is kind of playing out slow here, trying to see who can gain possession back in the midfield. A good play by Redfire and maybe a good touch out to T-Sant. T-Sant's there and gets a shot on net. Can he get the bump? Ooh, tough
Nice
play,
save
but
from
good.
Dunbar.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, good plays here. Definitely rooting to see the first goal go in here, and oh no, not like that. He can't. It comes off of an own goal. Unfortunately, that's the first goal. It might be a little caster curse on my end, so you know, we're gonna avoid that one. But King actually trying to touch that one in, it just couldn't get it in.
That was a
Oof.
good play by Redfire, though. Redfire did a great job saving it, but it was a nice follow up, and they didn't just rest on that ball going in on its own. So you have to give him a little credit for keeping up. But Redfire, really nice save. It just couldn't get it in as Heisen coming up, Redfire, and then kind of double commit and makes that ball go off to the side a little bit. They're playing a little back and forth, and I think that just before that play happened, there was a little bit of a lull, and players were kind of I would say not scrambling, but they were the touches weren't there. They weren't very solid, and that goal might have maybe given people a little bit more momentum and a little bit more confidence as we're coming up on just a little over a minute here. Tree Dreams hitting it over Redfire. Dunbar going for it, can't get that one as that was probably a decent opportunity, although T-Sant was back in time. That's an attempt, and that's going to get off there. Oh, nice job right there by the Quads, and they are really taking it to them right now. Their offense is really aggressive.
Yeah, I really thought that it's King and really top that top right corner, and then you know, of course Dunbar's there for the follow up, and that looks really good there. A 2-0 lead here in the first game with a minute left. They're leading hard, but T-Sant tries to make it a little aggressive here. I think if they can continue, you know, Ruthless might have a better chance here, just keeping that offensive pressure. They just got to break out of this half here.
Yeah, I agree. They really do need to get out, and this is something that whether or not your defense is good enough, eventually it just gets weathered down because a very, very good offense can really, really take down a good defense in Rocket League. But they right now aren't counterattacking the way they need to be able to get the aggressive play from the Quads, you know, off balance, and it's just not happening right now. Although this is a good
Over to
attempt, this is
Heisen,
a
let's
great
go!
shot. We have a game, ladies and gentlemen. We have a game with 18 seconds to go.
You see T-Sant there. He's getting out of defense. Gives it over to Heisen, and that's a top left corner now. Ruthless really trying to prove that they can make a comeback here. 18 seconds off the kickoff. It's got to happen now. A good kickoff right off the right side. Can T-Sant keep it in? Pukin gets it by him now, and now with the play out. Oh, an unfortunate touch. Heisen has to get up early and is able to get the read. It's going off of the backboard. It's starting to look grim here. And doesn't look like anyone's going to be getting to this ball. T-Sant with the spawn. It could potentially still be up here. Oh, tough for the Ruthless. Quads take game one there. T-Sant with the craziest spawn I think I've ever seen. That was a great game, honestly. Game one.
It
Oof.
really was that last 20-second goal right there that it kind of brought everything to life. T-Sant had a lot of good saves and a lot of good defensive plays, and that spawn at the end, I thought they spawned right in the right position, and I got excited, turned right up, but Tree Dream said absolutely not. Played good defense as well, only having one shot. But this was one of those feel out games, in my opinion. And I feel like this next game is going to be a lot faster. And I think both teams are going to be a little bit more aggressive because it just felt like they weren't comfortable, the Ruthless Racket this time around. But I really feel like that's going to change.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a good show out by Dunbar to come out shooting and saving. 2 goals and 3 saves, really putting out all the pressure here. So definitely looking to see what else he's going to be doing here, especially when Ruthless rises to the challenge. How is he going to be able to match that? And we are going to be getting into game 2 here in just a moment. Um, Definitely put your votes in to see who's gonna win this game in the chat. Love to see who's
Mhm.
see that support for your orgs, people.
Yes, Chad. Who do you got? Who do you have? Who's the do you have a person? Do you have a team? Are you down with the quads? Let's go. We got a syndicate person, Dunbar only.
Oof.
This is the it's just Dunbar if they win. We got another syndicate, a TQD, the Quad Dynasty. I'm loving this. And we got a Thog for the win, and that's not what we
Uh,
do. Yes.
that one, Din, my boy. Gotta shout out Din, my team captain there. And let's see here.
We're just
Think
definitely just waiting for a team. I haven't.
see here. We'll send a message in and see if we can get these players going.
Yes, we're just making sure. I think they were being very polite to the stream, and that's very
Uh
thankful. But I think I think Thog, take it away, please.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we've got Tree Dreams and looks like Heisen on the kickoff. Tree Dreams is able to win this here, but we do have a new one on Ruthless here, bringing in Hand and Grenade with Redfire coming in with the shot after the pass. You see it's all coming together now after the player transition. Dunbar's not sure if Hand and Grenade's going to get that touch, and Redfire's just there for the follow-up. A good start and exactly what you want for Ruthless in this game too here.
You're darn right. 7 seconds in, plenty of Rocket League to be had, but that doesn't mean anything. They were aggressive right off the bat, and it showed. You got that really nice shot and then a good follow up. As Redfire is going to try to get it over Pooking, can't quite do it as Pooking is able to keep it into the Ruthless Racket zone. A nice demo by Dunbar. Tree Dreams hitting off the back wall. Can't get that follow. Redfire with a nice play. Heisen hitting it to the opposite side, looking for a little bit of a setup. Does get it around Dunbar. Almost getting it in the front post. Saving the lives of the quads right now. Redfire getting it right back down. Pooking and Dunbar were on the same level, but Dunbar able to get back. Hannah and Grenade going back as Heisen trying to center it, but nobody there. So I would say that right now the Ruthless Racket are definitely a teeny bit more aggressive right off the bat, and they've gotten the ball inside the quad zone for almost more time right in the beginning than the than the first game.
Yeah, you definitely see that the pressure has also changed. It feels like it's a little bit more even now, maybe even more to the quad side, and just not able to get even anything past that backboard. Definitely looks like Hand and Grenade is putting up that pressure that they really needed. And another backboard pass. This could be a shot, but Heise is not able to get there. And now Dunbar pushes this over to Tree Dreams. What a good pass there, but just not enough power. Redfire is there, but gets demoed for his efforts. And now Pooking, another potential shot, gets off the backboard. No follow-up shot, though, by Quads. And Heisen's going to take this with control here. Nice read off the backboard.
Please keep going. You were having fun.
Yeah, no, I am having fun. I'm watching a great game of Rocket League, and oh, it's coming right off the crossbar. Hannah Grenade is out of boost and can't make the save. You think maybe if you made a wave dash off of that sidewall there, that might actually be a recovery, but just unfortunately not enough momentum to get that ball. And I think Pooking was even possibly there already. So you see that pressure coming back from Quads. Definitely some great showing from both sides here. Definitely Dunbar showing he didn't want to quit. And
No. I agree with you. This is that was right there with the Quads definitely putting a lot of pressure on, and I loved that demo in the back end. As good job by Heisen, who's playing really well. I think this particular game as kind of setting the tone. As I thought it would be Hand and Grenade setting the tone. No, I think Heisen's really pushing it. As Redfire can't quite get in there as a nice little save going to the opposite side. Redford stopping it, can't get it around King. Up to Tree Dreams. Tree Dreams getting a shot wide and not getting on the net as Hannah trying to clear it, and does, as Dunbar getting stalled. That ball's a shot. Nice shot by Hannah. I'm having trouble with that name.
Hand and grenade. Hand and grenade.
Goodness
Say
gracious,
You're good. You're good. I actually saw that name before the stream, so I practiced it like 40 times, like a tongue twister. Yeah, I got it down now.
I want to say Hannah grenade, but it just doesn't fit that way. It's not what it is. So as Redfire going up, and thank you for helping me out in that one. This has a chance. Tree Dream's going for a demo. That might have had that shot on goal.
Oh no!
What kind of angle is that? What happened?
It was an unfortunate touch here. I think Hannah Grenade was trying to get it across the net here. Unfortunately, just accidentally touches it into the net. Yeah, small communication issue there. As I do think Hyson had a good clear on that. So I think if comms get worked up, that can get better. But now Quads have a chance to take it back here.
Yeah, this would see now. I think that both teams are adjusting really well this game. When one team scores, the other team is adjusted quick, and then the other team scores and they adjust right back. So it's been a good job, as Hyson, I think, honestly, has been the catalyst this entire game, making plays, and hand and grenade has been another reason why they've changed it up. So Redfire's kept up. Tyson's kept up, and I love how the change of pace in this game has led to a 2-2 even score with 1:30 to go.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, unfortunate touch there. There was a team bump off of the read on the wall, and everyone got a little frantic on the goal line there and couldn't stop Tree Dreams from throwing that one in. Sometimes all you need is a little simple touch to do the job.
Those
now,
happen, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Quads, and looks like Tree Dreams actually showing up in this match with 2 goals already. Now let's see if that hand and grenade can make the difference here, as they are in a similar spot than they were last game as well.
Yeah, they're playing a little passive right now. We had Hyson and Hand and Grenade both in net at that time while Redfire was down. I thought the counter attack from that, maybe the strategy was there, lull them into a sense of false security and send it downfield. And Dunbar obviously not wanting to center that, but sometimes that happens.
Yeah, you see Redfire, he's just locked onto that ball, like target lock. He's ready and locked in wherever it's gonna go, and Dunbar just drops it right down, and a bump again is gonna push this back into the orange half here. Redfire with a good touch. He might have had more if he had the boost, but it goes in anyways. Either a fake or a bump came in, I'm not too sure. And the defender just wasn't able to read what was going on here. Tough read.
I think they were playing, no, maybe they tried to get up a little too fast. They saw the other person coming. I think I agree with you. They were going for it and they just overshot it. And a little mistake leads to a goal. And right now, both teams playing really well. I love the back and forth, and I love how both teams are fighting really hard as Hand and Grenade keeping the pressure up. That was almost a 50. Redfire coming in, great save by Tree Dreams. Double commit by Hand and Grenade and Hyson, it doesn't matter. That's a 5-3 lead with 43 seconds to go, and they still have time though.
They still have time. Still close, 40 seconds, it's still possible, but you see Hand and Grenade making that smaller and smaller of a chance here. Definitely wondering how they're going to respond back here. The Quads got to get aggressive, and they got to shut down Hyson here, because I will agree with you. I think just the overall control around the ball he's providing right now is just giving them this game. Definitely a good push there, though, from Hand and Grenade and Redfire. Now Dunbar with 20 seconds left. They've got to get it out of their half. King does the job, but Redfire's up. It is a double commit. Not the first one we've seen here. Dunbar with a nice touch up, and it almost slides in. Hand a grenade just there on the back line. Unfortunately, you see a lot of double commits coming out of here. The nerves really showing in this second game here, especially when you're down 5-3. It's tough to make those shots, but double commits definitely coming out from both teams, and a potential 0-second goal, but just couldn't put it away. Ruthless Racket take game 2 here.
Yeah, and they changed it up a little bit. And I thought so. I thought game two was going to be a much different game. They felt each other out the first one, and they've both teams I think are a lot more comfortable. And I'm going to say it again. I think the quads are going to change it up. I think they're going to be a little bit faster this game. I think they're going to be a little bit more. Uh, I think confident because both teams are playing so well that if they get the touches they want and need, I mean, like that game there was a decent amount of misses and few mistakes at the end by the quads there. It kind of led to the Ruthless Racket extending that lead and winning that game.
Interesting too. I think we are going to see another drop. Looks like they are going to be bringing T-Sant back in and dropping Heisen out of there.
Mm,
You do see that Redfire was feeling it in that game. 659 score, 3-1-2-4. He's got all the stats there to prove it. I noticed someone there was doubting Redfire in chat, so I just had to call that out there. And looks like we are going to be getting into game 3 here. Uh, Definitely interested to see if the Ruthless Racket can keep up that pressure even after the team switch here. And we are going to be getting into game 3 here. Awesome. So we got Tree Dreams versus T-San on the kickoff. Let's have you
yeah.
start this one.
Sounds good, and I can't wait. It's Tree Dreams, and it goes to Pooh King. Sorry, RL. He's going for a shot on goal as Redfire stopping and keeping up the pace from the previous game. And as I was talking before about Heisen, I really do think that they were a catalyst, even though they didn't have a ton of points. They really were one of the reasons why everything went forward. So I am a teeny bit surprised. Although at the same time, we love seeing T-Sant here as well, cheering him on as they are a part of this crew. This ball's going the opposite side, inside the quads corner. Dunbar can't get around hand and grenade as Tree Dream's able to save it. King trying to get around T-Sant, who stops it. Redfire going up,
Redfire?
going back wall, getting the double,
Oh!
but is it going to land in front? T-Sant can't get it as a good clear out. Hand and grenade going for it.
Oh!
Dunbar can't get that save, and that's an opening goal, or opening score for, the Ruthless Racket.
And grenade just sliding that through two there. The perfect touch. It was definitely a tough read after Redfire gets that double tap, and then you definitely can tell that Ruthless coming out with a little bit different of an energy, even with that team switch or player switch there. And now Pooking has to answer back. Good potential shot, and this is floating. Now Redfire again playing aggressive here and keeping that ball in the orange half. Seems like only moments that it stays in the blue half now, which is exactly the opposite of what game 1 is really interesting. And T-Stant with a good 50, and it is there to Redfire. Redfire shoots and scores! Great passing play there, and Ruthless take it 2-0.
Ruthless Racket really, that game 1 was almost like it was their what's gonna happen game, and they've really taken it step up. They're faster, they're playing a lot smarter. I haven't seen as many team plays as I was kind of hoping for, although I haven't talked about that. That being said, right now you don't need it. They're playing really well as Dunbar can't get it around Redfire and sends it a little too far as Pooh King coming flying in and not able to get the touch. T-Sant centering it for, well, actually it's going to be centered for Pooh King. Redfire goes away but gets the save. It's a 1v1 on Tree Dreams. That's going to be a 50 going towards net. And Pooh King misses it, but it was wide as T-Sant can't get it, and that attempt at goal doesn't go in as the quads are able to save themselves. Coming on the counterattack, but stopped by Redfire, sent in by Pooh King, stopped by T-Sant. Dunbar back in. It is a miss. And not another save. Going opposite side. My goodness, the opportunity was there. Ball was halfway in, but they couldn't seal the deal.
That's actually crazy. Wow. Yeah, quads definitely coming back here. And Tree Dreams with a possible ceiling shot. Leaves it for Dunbar, though. Definitely just feels like they can't even get it to once it gets to the goalpost there, it just loses momentum. The quads definitely need to figure out some sort of passing play, or maybe even, pick up their aggression. I know noticed in the first game, a lot more demos coming out of them, so interested to see if they're going to try to implement that at all here, but definitely getting a little stalemated on their side. It's getting dangerous. Pooh King. A nice control here, and he gets another touch off side wall, and again here they just can't keep it in the blue half. Now Redfire with another shot, but gets it past one. Hand a grenade with the bumps off that player and allows T-Sant to come in and get that shot. And now it's up, but two players up for the blue team again. These double commits really coming as crucial factors, and a little miscommunication there on who's getting that boost as well. Definitely a good opportunity here for Dunbar, and Dunbar can't shoot it, but
Oh my.
T-Sant there with the save. Way to be there right in the middle, blocking the shot. Dunbar's up for the shot again, but can't get past hand grenade. That was their chance. Quads needed to use that opportunity. Now they are looking for whatever they can possibly take, as they're down to a minute 40 here. Tree Dreams trying to just keep it into the blue half. A miss from hand grenade. This could be an opportunity. Dunbar, even though he's low, goes for it. Ooh. Oh, and the shot! Tree Dreams puts it in, just floating there. Seems like after that touch, no one really knew how to get around it, and Tree Dreams with the perfect read to slide it right top left corner there.
The Tree Dreams or not Tree Dreams, I'm sorry. The Quads are definitely, their stats kind of tell a really large story. They are very aggressive, but they definitely give up a lot of goals, as there you go. They tie it up. The aggression is there. T-Sant playing great defense today, playing really well, but again, you just can't sleep, and they know that. I'm not saying they don't know that, but my goodness, it happens when they're on, and that's one of the scary parts. When you have a team that can flip the switch like that, it gets really crazy. As T-Sant getting it to the corner, we have a 2-2 tie. That's going to be a 50 win by Redfire, but a clear out by Puking. Hand grenade going against back wall. Dunbar is going to clear it out and stop that. T-Sant going up, and that's going to be a center opposite side going over. And as Redfire keeping it in, Tree Dreams missing it. Redfire going up for it. A backflip by Puking.
Double
Can
tap.
T-Sant get there? No. JJ Dunbar clearing it away, as the Ruthless Racket really are keeping it in. That's a shot on goal by T-Sant. Tree Dreams there, getting there in time, and the offensive rotations are wonderful right now for the Ruthless Racket. Redfire stopping it, but Tree Dreams able to clear it away. Hand grenade again to the opposite side. T-Sant going for goal. Do they have a chance? They do, and they can't quite finish it. 2-2, 30 seconds to go. They still have the ball in Quads territory, but not anymore, as they get it back to the opposite side.
Definitely. You see, something that I always think is important is that momentum that you carry into a match. And this is a good shot here, but Dunbar's able to block it. I think that Quads, if they can keep up that momentum from the last two goals they scored, you know, just as in you play any one's match, you got to keep that momentum, and then you can carry it on into the next goal. I think that's the mentality they got to have right now. Maybe even potentially take this into OT to get it out of their side, because it is getting kind of dangerous, and luckily it will go to OT for them. I think they can restart in the drawing board and potentially keep that pressure now. But they're going to have to break out of that blue half somehow and get past Redfire, who's keeping this offensive pressure on the orange half here.
Yes, and right off the bat, with Puking coming in, a demo attempt by Dunbar on hand grenade, but hand able to get away from it. That ball is going to go in center. Tree Dreams missing a demo and T-Sant, so they have an opportunity for a counterattack. Hand grenade missing. Dunbar keeping it back inside the Racket's corner. Dunbar keeping up. It's going against the wall. Can Redfire get that in time? Does, and nice and patiently moves it to the opposite side and allows T-Sant and hand grenade to get back into position. T-Sant going in, going for another touch. Puking able to stop it. Hand grenade with a nice touch, going for another one, but can't get that as well, as the defense for the Quads is holding up right now. Almost a minute in, and it looks like the Ruthless Racket have a chance here. Great touch by T-Sant, getting out Tree Beams, and that is a win for the Racket. 2-1 series lead.
You know, I was about to commend Quads there. It just seemed like their defense was really holding strong, but I think another thing you got to take out of that was T-Sant refusing to leave in that offensive first man pressure. That turn that you see higher players use all the time, but it's tough to implement. Definitely keeping that pressure as the first man, and doing a good job of just making sure that the ball is staying where it needs to go. And we are going to see again, even though they win, we're gonna see a player change come out from Ruthless Racket. You know, sometimes you're just not feeling it and you gotta hop out, or you gotta let someone else hop in. That's the way the game. It's a team game. So definitely excited to see how Ruthless Racket's gonna hold up with that change, and if Quads can actually take advantage this time and sneak one in behind them.
Yeah, this is always one of those weird things. Like you, sometimes you have that momentum, you have that you're warmed up, you're ready to go, and the fourth man is cold. But then you have that like, hey, maybe they'll switch it up because the you had like Heisen that was very fast last time, and they played really well together. And then this particular lineup played obviously very well together. I think the Ruth's Racket, their strategy's been it's pretty good so far, especially the past two games. Keep it up, let it go, and let it ride as we've game four, and the quads easily have a chance to even this up. But Ruthless Racket's playing so well right now that I know things could change.
We are going to be getting into game 4 here. And we have Ruthless Racket 2-1 in this series of 4. So Quad's definitely trying to look here and take the win so they can make it an even match here in this stream. And also, I will say this is the first game we haven't had Red Fire on the blue half, so interested to see how they're going to make that adjustment without that more aggressive player.
I agree 100%. Like Redfire definitely picked it up in the past two games, and this is going to be an interesting lineup. Although right now Heisen's staying up there. That was easily a passing play. I saw that definitely. And I think that's their first time with an actual passing play, in my opinion,
Yeah.
that I've seen so far. That even though it didn't happen, I like what they're doing to changing it up, and I think that's what the strategy is to make the quads be a little bit off balance.
And smart strategy if that's indeed what they're doing there. And I definitely agree. Heisen coming out and definitely coming back with that consistency. And I want to commend him on that as well because, playing on these streams and stuff, it's really hard to hop out of a game, watch there and sit your teammates, watch your teammates play, and then come back in and come in with that same pressure. But a good shot potential, you have a double commit, and quads can't take that offensive chance that they have, and unfortunately not able to take that. Puking though, keeping that pressure, it's coming right back down.
They seem to be just a step too slow right now, just a little bit. Just that one, like they're missing. They're it's not that they're not seeing it, they're just not getting there quick enough. And then some of their touches are just not happening. Puking going for the back wall. T-San can't get it. Tree Dream's coming in. Great save by Heisen as Dunbar coming in with another shot. Great save by Heisen again as Hand and Grenade getting it clear, going to the quads corner. Tree Dream's coming in to challenge Hand and Grenade. Can do it, trying to get opposite side, and does. And that counterattack doesn't really come to anything. As a T-Sant coming up with it, can't get that as well. And yeah, they're definitely playing the Ruthless Racket playing way more aggressive right now. And they have the quads on their back wheels right now. As Puking though,
No,
going
it's
for
gonna
it.
go in. Oh, I think that was post. I want to say it, but I think that was post.
Oh, it's so tough. The angles.
Oh, it's really hard to tell. Oh, that's a rough read. And the quads, they may
Any
have a
math majors in
chance
here?
here.
Please keep going. You got this.
Oh, Dunbar, he puts a shot on, and it's another one. Dunbar just takes it. Unstoppable from the quads. They use that momentum that I talked about earlier. You see Dunbar sitting there ready for the shot, ready for the pass, and he gets it. Puts a 2-0 for quads, and in this fourth game, now it's Ruthless who's got to rake it back.
Yeah, they're still playing aggressive, but some of the hits and the touches are going the quad's way, and when that happens, the momentum can shift real quick. However, I still think that the Ruthless Racket are playing really well. They're playing really quick, and they're getting the right reads and plays. It just aren't happening, as this is going to be a center. Heisen going up. Can Dunbar stop it? Dunbar does, and no one else going for it, as Hand and Grenade missing that pretty wildly. Puking able to clear it out right to T-Sant, who hits it off the side. Heisen getting off the side as well. T-Sant, I think, trying to back pass it to Hand and Grenade, but Hand and Grenade not ready for it. Ball going
no!
The ceiling, that is going to be a pass. Puking with a great save by Heisen yet again. Heisen really keeping them in this. They've been doing a great job on defense, and it's again a little weird why they keep taking people out, but I don't care. It's awesome to watch these players play.
Yeah, no, definitely interesting to see their whole entire play setup change and a close shot just going off the left there. Hand and Grenade has to do whatever they can to keep this back in, trying to keep that pressure. You've got a minute and a half now, so you've got to start making those moves. You can't wait for those opportunities anymore. You're going to have to make them, and Pooking off the backboard, looking to do that. Now with the shot out, but Dunbar's waiting patiently. Dunbar's definitely sitting back a little bit more this game and playing that, trying to keep that pressure in, not let them get out of their half anymore. And I think that definitely change in pace and momentum has steered this game towards the quads half. And now again, it looks like Ruthless have changed stories and they can't break out of their own half. With a minute left here, they've got to do something now.
Yeah, the quads are able to copy game one right now. Demo back end yet again. They're playing really aggressive and kind of angry, if you will, as game four is 45 seconds. The quads, they really look like to have a handle on it. That's gonna be 50 going opposite side. Who's gonna come up with it? Almost a double commit by Tree and Pooking, but Tree
He
backs
can't.
off
Oh!
leading to a goal. That's a mistake right here. If you as you watch the replay, you can see Tree Dreams realizing it a little too late, not able to get back in time, and T-Cent with a very nice hit. Nice and high,
Yeah.
30 seconds ago.
That was a great play, and you see Heisen went up for that and, may not have had the boost, but definitely faked out that first player and allowing Hannah Grenade to have that space to make that flick. Definitely a controlled here, and a potential shot from Heisen, puts it a little wide, puts a double on there, and he's going to go for it again. 20 seconds left, they've got to get it here, and it gets past two Hannah Grenades now. Tries to get over to Heisen, but Tree Dream's there to cut it off. Knows that they need to cut the timeout now. A triple commit, unfortunate from them, and now it's going to have to be a rush back to get to the other side. This is unfortunate, and it looks like a potential shot, and it is from Dunbar. Back and forth here in the last game, but looks like quads are going to be taking it to make this a 2-2 series here. Definitely great showing, but Heisen, yeah, just couldn't get back in time, and it is interesting to wonder, whether defense or offense is the better of the two strategies here, and definitely interesting to see them try out both, as you don't see a lot of teams do that.
No, I agree. And the demos at the end here, this is going to be fun. We have another goal opportunity. Dunbar with a nice touch,
Oh!
saved by Heisen. And again, I love when players play to the end. It is a great, it makes me feel good. But we have a 2-2 tie for this series. Quads winning the opening one. Ruthless Racket really taking it to the quads in games 2 and 3, and the quads doing a beautiful job of getting game one, a replica of game one, and evening the series. And that's what we like to see. And that was some fun